He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert.
Oh! Armchair, I love you so much. Guys, I think we've only done 10 live shows, and 3 of them now are in Texas. We cannot... Yes! We love it down here, and we are always so flattered that you guys come out to see us here in Texas. As you may or may not know, we were flirting with the idea of buying a contraption, something very exciting. So this is a double whammy, because your favorite woodland creature, Monica Padman! Woo! Launch it! Whoa! Guys, this is our first time. We're trying to we might blow up using this thing. What, fill that?
That's good, that's good.
No, I want to go to the red. I want to go to the red. Here we go.
He's already going over the limit! Oh, top row! You did it. San Antonio Armcharies get the first one.
Just 2 more hours and we'll have distributed these 5 shirts.
This is the whole show. This is the... Oh my God.
Is everyone okay? What a terrible idea. I don't think the Majestic is feeling good about this. We have a very old friend of mine, I believe my oldest friend from show business.
Yes, not Aaron Weekly. I know everyone got really excited.
Not my best friend, Aaron Weekly. I'm gonna tell you what, this son of a bitch flew from Los Angeles today to come be here with you guys.
Yes.
He's handsome, he's talented, he's funny. You probably know him best as Lex Luthor on Smallville, Michael Rosenbaum! All right.
What a treat.
There you
All right,
go.
young man.
I have hair. That's right. Well, you want to touch it so you know it's real?
Well,
Come
hold on. No, hold on. No one said it wasn't real. Oh, you don't think my hair is real?
Wild.
You want me to take my shirt off? Wait, what? What does that have to do with
Wait,
your
you
hair?
don't think my boobs are real? I'll show you right now.
You don't think my hair is real? You want to see my bank account?
Yeah.
Do you use for hymns on that nice? That nice.
Great.
What'd you say? I'm
Hymns.
right here. I can't hear.
Hymns for men.
For hymns.
Oh, yeah. For him.
They have
Oh, yeah.
an array of erectile dysfunction medication.
Which I love.
Yeah. Why not?
I think it's important. I think, a lot of times when you're young, it started when I was young. You remember when masturbating was frowned upon?
Well, yeah.
Well, everybody said, oh my God, that guy probably masturbates. Now every one of my friends walks around going, dude, did you jerk off last night? I'm like, well, yeah, I did.
Yeah. But I don't believe that's a generational thing as much as you just got older. You know what I'm saying?
Which was my point, that the erectile things, I think it happens to every man. I've lost boners when I least expect it.
Right out the gates. This is our conversation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just a very honest
it's
individual.
perfect.
I blame it on the t-shirt cannon. We
Yeah,
should have
yeah,
never
yeah.
started with ballistics.
Just wild.
That guy backstage, by the way, was like, oh, please no lawsuit, please no lawsuit. I swear to God.
Gentlemen in the 3rd row, I owe you at least $20 or something. You're gonna, yeah.
Did you get him in the eye?
Sir, did we get your eye?
Kind of.
What was it?
He ducked and it hit the woman in the head behind
so
him.
you were chivalrous and you let the gal behind you take it. Look, Hey, you got to look out for number 1. No one else is going to do it
That's
for
right.
you. Michael Rosenbaum, have you spent any time in Texas, Michigan?
I went to an adult summer camp.
You did?
I did about 2 years ago. They were like, why is this guy who's 46 years old going to summer camp? I just never went to as a child. I have a thing called Arrested Development, and it was a good time. So I was
And
here
it was
before.
in Texas.
Yeah, I was in Texas.
What part of Texas?
San Antonio?
For real?
I guess, yeah. It was just outside. I don't remember
Yes,
the town.
what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Well, I don't remember the exact name of the town I was in.
What kind of other folks were at the adult camp?
Some couples, I was the oldest person there.
Okay. By how much older?
Not that many, like 15 years.
Okay. And what kind of activities happened at the camp?
Well, we had what's called color wars.
Color wars?
Color Wars.
Yeah, you guys know color wars. You have different colors, and throughout the weekend, at the end, you have this big activity, all these races, like the archery, and then someone tags someone, and they go down the slip and slide and play flip cup.
Oh, wow. And there's drinking involved?
There was some drinking involved, yeah.
And are you encouraged to hook up with other campers because you're adults? You hooked up.
You
You just went back. You were like, oh my God.
well,
yeah.
I've gone 4 times.
Oh my God.
I know it's sad. It's sad, but it's actually really fun. So I've been to different states. They had one in Los Angeles, San Antonio. So I went
Do
to
you
some.
remember either of the other 2 states?
What's that?
The other 2 states. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nashville,
That's a great state. I love it.
Tennessee. Come on, help me out here.
I'll find out.
Yeah,
and
whatever,
We'll put it on
yeah.
the fact check.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you said color wars and races, and it really got me
Yeah.
nervous. It got me so nervous.
Yeah.
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 Scary.
How dare you? I
Couple
hope
of
this
hot
guy right
buttons.
here laughs tonight.
Hot.
Yeah,
well,
you. Are
He
you-
can't.
are
He
you-
has a concussion from that fucking T-shirt. Give him a break. Just no one let him fall asleep. That's the most important thing. By the way, if you had a concussion, because I had a pretty severe one, and of course they tell you not to fall asleep, and you get neurotic. Like for how long? You know, when are you allowed to
Yes.
sleep?
Yes.
Do you know my concussion story?
Your concussion story?
Yeah.
I'd like to hear it. I don't know, but I know other stories like when you down my Xanax when we were.
Oh, so what's fun is Rosenbaum's one of the few friends I still have that I did drugs with. So he, yeah. I had to make an amends to him for well, you invited me over one evening, and
Yep.
we were powdering our nose, a couple gentlemen.
Yes, and by the way,
Okay, you love saying this. You never do drugs. You don't do drugs.
well, I don't do
But you
drugs anymore. There was a time in my life where I powdered my nose.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
I took some pills.
Okay, right.
I might have had some proclivities.
Right.
I don't know why he shouldn't be pointing at me. He should not be pointing at me. I'm not one of his proclivities.
Now, she taught me that word today. I really hadn't heard
I
it
did.
too many times.
Yeah,
but
you've been
did.
having a blast with that word since.
yeah, proclivity.
Yeah.
But tell me your concussion story.
Okay, so I had been in a motorcycle accident and I ripped the tendons in my clavicle, and so I couldn't use my right arm. But my buddies invited me wakeboarding, and I said, well, I can't because of my arm. They said, you can totally do it one-handed, no problem. So I went and I crashed. I was wakeboarding one-handed, and I was with my buddy Dean. So we're on his boat, and I had just met his buddy that day. You know, this is Gary, whatever. So I'm wakeboarding, I crash, I come in the boat. He's like, that was a pretty bad crash, how do you feel? I go, I just feel like I got punched in the face, right? So I'm like, but I'm fine. So Dean hops in, he starts wakeboarding, Gary, his buddy, starts driving. And like 12 minutes later, I'm like, what lake am I on? Like, I live in Los Angeles. There's no lakes. What is going on? And I'm with a strange middle-aged guy. And I go, who are you? And he's like, what? And I'm like, who the fuck are you? And he got scared. And so he slows the boat down. And luckily, Dean comes up, he paddles up. And I'm like, who is this guy? How am I in Michigan? And so he starts realizing, oh, this is really bad. So he takes me back to his house where my mother is, thank goodness. And she takes me to the hospital, but on the way to the hospital, this is the last good cry I had, like a for real sobbing, can't catch your breath cry. I'm in the back seat, and my girlfriend Bree's up front, and my mom's driving. And I go, hey, why am I in Michigan? And my mom goes, oh, you're here for my birthday. And I go, why can't I remember that? She goes, well, you were in a wakeboard accident, and I think you have a concussion. And I go, okay. So it's like that episode of Gilligan's Island where you get hit in the head with a coconut. I just need to get hit in the head with a coconut again. And she doesn't laugh. Neither of them do. And I go, I'm thinking, that's kind of funny, especially for a guy who's clearly got a brain injury, to have a sense of humor about it, but not even a courtesy chuckle. And I go, have I said that before? And my mom goes, about 20 times, honey. And all of a sudden I realize, like, oh, this is for real. I broke my brain. And I go, I'm just so glad that the two people who care about me the most are taking care of me. And I was like fully crying. And then I go, why am I in Michigan?
That's terrifying.
It's terrifying. Went and got a CAT scan and everything. And then eventually the brain unswelled, and it had been like a 14-hour ordeal. And what look did you fuckers just share? Well, that I hijacked your interview? You'll talk.
We're waiting.
I didn't know how this show works.
I love this story. I'm captivated. I forgot about the concussion guy. I'm enjoying it immensely.
Oh, there's one other really fun part about that story. So when we checked into the hospital, the woman, the administrator said, where do you work? And in my mind, I'm unemployed because my memory basically was gone for about 3 years. And so my mom goes, he works at MTV. And I go, I work at MTV? And she goes, yeah, you have a show called Punk'd. And I turned to Bree and I go, I have a fucking show on MTV called Punk'd.
Oh.
And then I go, well, wait, what about UCLA? And my mom goes, you graduated. And I go, I graduated UCLA. And then I go, what about the Groundlings? And she goes, you're in the Sunday Company. I got the 3 best pieces of news I had in 10 years in 12 seconds. And I was just like, I couldn't believe.
You relived it.
I was like, I woke up in someone else's life.
That's fantastic. I've never heard a concussion spun like that where I'm actually going, God, I want one.
Yes, right?
I want to enjoy things again.
Well, you fucking load up that cannon, buddy.
We'll get going.
Let's get concussing.
I've had a concussion in hockey. I got knocked out. Guy cross-checked me from behind, and I woke up. The guy's like, I don't think he's with us. I'm like, I'm with you. I remember that, but my parents wouldn't let me sleep, and like you said. But no, that was the only concussion. But I've had 5 major back surgeries.
Well, that's what I wanted to get to.
Addicted to a lot of opiates, but not anymore. Not anymore.
But you've had many, too many, I would argue, back surgeries.
Sure.
Yeah, in one of these back surgeries, they put a considerable amount of hardware back there. Bolts, nuts, some kind of scaffolding, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then you were like a month later, right? You're like, something doesn't feel great.
Something's not quite right. And I went to the doctor, and he goes, this is what happened. He looks at my MRIs. He goes, no, Michael, we did another MRI here, and you look absolutely normal. The fusion is really fused. Everything's perfect. And I let a month go by. Pure agony. And then I went back to the same doctor, but he was on vacation, so the other doctor looked at them, the MRI. He goes, well, let me look again. Oh, yeah, here it is. The device broke.
Like exploded like a grenade.
He missed it. The other doctor missed that I had broken device inside of me.
Yeah, all the screws were snapped.
Oh, yeah, I have a broken screw. I'm like RoboCop at the end of the dying. Yeah, it's a mess. I'm a mess in there.
Yeah, and then now you just had neck surgery the other day.
Jeez, man. They went through my neck, and they told me there was a slight chance I'd go impotent, but that didn't happen, thank God. But they go through my neck, and they put an artificial disc in there, and he's like, yeah, you're going to be swimming and working out and playing hockey in a month, and it's 3 months, and I feel like I have electricity running down my right arm. I can't actually feel it, but I think there's a thing called the sleeper.
You tried to talk to someone behind you on the airplane today, and then that was a wrap. You're like, I'm done turning my head tonight.
Oh, yeah, we were on your private jet.
No, don't you dare.
No.
No, it wasn't his private jet.
That's not true. You motherfucker.
It wasn't. It really wasn't your private jet.
It's not my private jet. Business partners of mine who are very generous and kind.
But what?
This is the hardest thing Dax has ever had to say out loud in front of all these people.
Let me ask you this. What would be so bad if I said we were on your jet? I know you're a very modest person, but if I said to that guy with the concussion, if I said, hey, pal, remember your private jet? Wouldn't you be like, hell yeah, man, we were on my private jet? You get upset by that, though.
That makes me uncomfortable.
What is that? Why?
Well, I have this class warfare thing because I grew up broke.
Well, yeah.
And then the rich folks in town I felt were looking down at me and my gross family.
Who hung out with you when you were broke?
My bro, Michael Rosenbaum. That's right. When Michael and I became friends, we ran into each other at some kind of event. And you're the first famous person that knew who I was. I'll never forget it. It was really, really exciting because you had the shaved head. There was no mistaking it. Goddamn Lex Luthor was at this party. And then you came over and you launched right into that. You had caught the program and you really enjoyed
you are
it.
hilarious, man. Your improv skills are just off the charts. I'm really impressed by it. I'd love to take you out. Wasn't exactly like that.
And by God, we hung out.
We started hanging out. I didn't know what I was getting into because back in your day, and you're now a dad and a great husband and all these things. Well, you've got your shit
Private plane owner.
A private plane owner. But you've got your
I own a T-shirt cannon.
But you got your shit together, and when I saw you, it was like you were dangerous. You were the kind of guy that if somebody said something to you, where if somebody cut me off, I'd go, dude. He'd go, want to pull over? I go, no. But Dax would be like, hell yeah, we'll pull over. And I was like, oh my God, you were just a tough guy. And I went to your apartment, and it was
my one-bedroom apartment.
I never wanted to go back again. But here's why, because he told me the story. Well. It's a dark story.
I lived in an apartment building. We had an alley behind it, and the apartment next door had a gang called the Santa Monica Trace, gang in Santa Monica. And I saw them for years in the alley, and I kind of knew some of their names, and I was always nice to them. Then one Sunday night, I was drinking by myself. Bree was in Michigan working, and I had run through 30 beers or something by myself, and I needed a pack of smokes. So I walked up to the Chevron gas station, and I'm walking away. I bought a pack of cigarettes, and I hear, hey, you got some money? And I go, no, I don't have any money. And he goes, well, you give me them fucking cigarettes. And I'll leave some of the words I used out.
Can I say what I think he said?
Okay.
No, you just said, he was like, come on, he kept pushing. You go, look, dude, you're messing with the wrong white boy. Where I would have been like, take them, cigarettes, here's my shirt. Take it all. You were like,
take all this hardware.
You're messing with the wrong guy, pretty much.
Yeah, and then a very bad fight ensued, and then it ended, in the street in Santa Monica Boulevard. It was 3 a.m. He went to go pull a gun. I ended up on top of him. I was desperately hoping I could knock this guy out, and in the middle of all this, I started realizing wow, this is what killing someone's like. It's just us two, and I want him to be unconscious so he doesn't get his gun. And I stopped myself, luckily, and then I got up and I walked away. There was one other interaction. Bottom line is, when I went to my apartment, I thought I was really ahead of him, and I turned and looked back right as I was going up my stairwell, and he was looking at me. And I went up my stairwell, went into the apartment, called Bree immediately, so I knew she was up in Detroit, and I was like, oh my God, one of those gangbangers tried to mug me, and I'm really bloody, and blah, blah. And as I'm saying this, a fucking cinder block comes through the window of my apartment, and I hear all the footsteps from the guys all running towards the apartment. I hang up on her, I deadlock the door, I have a shotgun, I'm on with 911. There's 911, what's your emergency? All they hear is me going, I have a gun, I will fucking kill you. I will kill you, I will kill you. They think like maybe a murderer called to tell on themselves or something. I am killing people. I am killing all the people.
And this is why I never wanted to go back to his apartment, folks. You understand that?
So they were trying to kick in the door. I'm screaming. I have a shotgun. The cops, thank goodness, arrived very quickly. They broke the whole thing up. They took photographs. You saw the photographs, and then you said, "Let's go to my house."
It was pretty.
Let's go to my mansion.
Let's go to my mansion. But it was pretty much the guy's nose was over here, and Dax just stood up like this with his hand broken.
Well, my hand was broken.
He had a broken hand from it.
Yeah. That's
Aren't
all right,
we just
though.
so lucky to have him? To have him alive.
I regret that story.
He's a good guy to
Between that
have in
and
your
the private
corner.
plane, I don't know. But anyways, so Michael had a very nice home. He was gainfully employed. By
You know,
the
I don't
sea-
like when you talk about my
Okay,
the
it's
amount
about-
of money or
Yeah, it's about
things-
4,000 square feet. Very nicely
no,
appointed.
It's 2,800. It's not
Well.
as big. It looks big, but it's not.
Okay. This is a nice house, guys. And so yeah, one night we went out and you didn't really realize yet that I had a problem. So we were partying, we were powdering our nose, and then you decided to go to sleep.
It was about 3 in the morning. I think it's a normal time for a human being to probably call it a night. And so I said, "Hey Dax, I'm going to go to bed." And I went to bed, and you said you were going to do the same. And then I woke up and I had an empty bottle of Xanax, and you were gone. And you said the next day, I go, "Oh, what happened? Did you leave early that morning?" You went, "No, I partied till about 4 in the afternoon. You ended up somewhere. I think this is why you quit. You needed to quit.
Yeah,
you had
yeah,
a
it
problem.
wasn't
I go
good.
to sleep. You don't. You keep going."
That's right. That's the big difference.
Yeah.
Now, before you were rich and had that mansion,
God damn.
you're from a small town in Indiana.
Yeah.
You're a Hoosier at heart.
I'm a Hoosier. Any Hoosiers?
Yeah.
Midwesterners?
Less.
You're a,
Drugs? What'd she say?
Go Dogs! That one's for me. That's why.
Dogs? What were the dogs?
Yeah, UGA.
you know,
Go Dogs. There's a lot of dogs
it does
in
sound like
here.
go drugs.
It
Yeah,
does.
Go dogs, go
It
drugs.
does.
For sure thought it was drugs.
Yeah. But you're from a small town, yeah, in Indiana?
Yeah, I grew up in a small town in Newburgh, Indiana. It was like 2,000 people. We were, I think, Evansville, which is about 8 minutes away, was ranked #1 in obesity.
Okay.
And I think it was the most depressed city like 5 years ago. But I love going back. I love it. They manufacture the largest coffins.
They do.
Hence the obesity. But I really love going back, and it's really like it's normalcy. It's for me, it's going back and playing wiffle ball and hanging with the guys. And LA, I get caught up sometimes. I'm like, it's too much for me, and it's an escape. I go back to my roots, you know? It's nice.
I have to imagine if there was 2,000 people, there was probably 1,500 other Jewish folks.
In Indiana, there was just one down the street, Jennifer Berg.
You had an ally?
Yeah, she was down there.
Now, was it a thing?
What does that mean? She was down there. Yeah. Where was she?
Now, was that a thing growing up?
What?
Being Jewish in fucking Indiana,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. Did people care?
You know what?
Or they didn't even know?
I always think it was the reason I didn't make the baseball team, because I was a Jew. I think it was, but I'm not going to say it out loud like I just did.
They didn't want to see.
But I wasn't really religious. But I remember this one guy who was my friend. He came up to me. His last name was Pate. He's like, he goes, Rosenbaum. I was like, yeah. He said something about like, don't Jew him, man, or something. And I go, well, I'm a Jew. He goes, you're not a Jew. And I go, no, man, I'm a Jew. He goes, you're not a Jew. He started getting upset with me. Rosenbaum. He goes, hey,
You're not a Jew.
you're not a Jew. Stop it, Rosenbaum. Stop it. And it was just the most uncomfortable thing. Okay, I'm not a Jew. It was weird, but most people were cool. They didn't maybe if they talked about me behind my back, then that was better.
I don't even think it occurred to me until I was much older that there were some giveaway names. Like, I don't even think I knew in high school.
I thought you were going to say that there were Jews.
I just
That there were Jews.
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere.
They're everywhere. Now, I don't think I realized that there were some names that were a giveaway. Like in high school, I wouldn't have maybe known that Rosenbaum was a clue.
Yeah, well, my dad always says, he got mad at me once. This is true. He goes, what's your name? Oh, it's Rosenbaum. Your name is Rosenbaum. I go, yeah, Dad, do you have a concussion? And he goes, your name is Rosenbaum. You are Michael Rosenbaum. And he was so angry with me. But I was like, I don't want to, can you imagine? Ask me my name.
Oh, what's your name, bud?
It's Michael Rosenbaum. It's too long, so it's Rosenbaum.
Yeah.
It's Rosenbaum.
Yeah.
But he got so mad because I
But
mispronounced
do you
my
think
name.
he felt like you were turning your back on your identity?
Like hiding the Jew deism?
yeah, like you were ashamed of being a chosen person?
No, I think he just thought I was an idiot.
And mom and dad, what age were you when they got divorced?
You know, they were married for 27 years. My mom was in her second marriage. that my dad was her second marriage, but I think I had just moved out to California, got my first job on the Tom Arnold show, which was ranked 133 out of 133 shows. It was the worst show, I think, in the history of television. But I got to work with Ed McMahon. He had a Rolls Royce, and I had a Volkswagen bus. And every morning he'd go, Indiana, how are you? And we would do the whole Johnny Carson. Ed, it was so cold this morning, I saw Robin putting his worm in the microwave. He's like, yes, sir. And then he died.
I saw a robin putting their worm in a microwave. I was so spellbound by the impersonation, I didn't hear the words. There's a great joke even within that impersonation.
I don't really do that impression.
It's good.
Well, thanks, Stan.
Yeah.
Stan?
You're going to find out that Rosenbaum can do almost anybody.
That's not true.
Yeah, it's real true.
I do some impressions, but I'm not.
Let's get right into one. So, I mean, we could take the long walk there, but let's just say that you're friends with Rob Schneider, or at least your acquaintances with him.
Well, I know who he is.
Okay, you've seen him in a movie. Okay, great.
All right, Rob Schneider did a movie with Sylvester Stallone called Judge Dredd.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. And in the movie, Rob told this story to me, and Schneider tells a story. He goes, like, day one, Stallone comes up to him and goes, yo, Rob, I got a great idea. Like, look, at the end, right? Look, I'm going to look at you. I'm going to say, who am I? And you're going to look at me. And you're going to say, you are the law. Rob's like, what? He's like, no, it's a good line, Rob. Listen, I'm going to say, who are you, all right? You're going to look at me, you're going to say, you are the law. It's a good line. So Rob immediately goes to the director and goes, hey, dude, Sly's coming at me day one saying I have to say this shitty line, like, you are the law? I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, Rob, today's day one. We're not filming that for, like, months. Sly will absolutely forget it. So don't worry about it. It's over. 3 months, 4 months later down the road, he's got him pinned up. He goes, who am I? He's like, what? Say the line, Rob. I don't say the line, Rob. You know the line. I'm the law. Say the fucking line, Rob. Sly, I don't know if I want to say the fucking line. You're the law. There it is. It's a good line.
It's a good line, Rob.
It's a good line. By the way, we talked about this, but when you meet your heroes and they're really cool, and you've met Stallone, I was starstruck, and it was fun watching him on set because I was in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and I was the guy that, James Gunn's one of my best friends, and I said, I finally do a big movie with him, and he put CGI all over my face. I'm like, yeah.
I went to the movie solely to see Rosenbaum, and I knew he was in a scene with Sly, so I'm like, okay, there's Stallone, there's Rocky, and Rosenbaum's God, where the fuck
I'm
is
the guy,
Rosenbaum?
the big glass guy, made out of glass and diamonds. I got a couple lines.
Yeah. I mean, you're a
extra?
No, I was gonna say you're a Dr. Seuss character in it. You're like one of the
Well, anyway, so Stallone's, I'm watching him work. You're watching your hero work, and he's up there and he's trying to get these lines, and he's got a lot of lines. He's like, hey, let me tell you, Ravengers don't do. What's the line? Is it Ravenger? No, Sly, it's Ravager, the director. He says, Ravenger. No, Ravager, no N. All right, look, the Ravengers, Ravager? Ravager, no N. Look, we're gonna loop this anyway, okay? We'll do it over in post-production. I don't even know. Who wrote this? I did? All right, look, I'll say the line, but I'm not gonna get him out right. And he just kept fucking it up, and he didn't care. I remember one scene where I was with him, and he was just sitting there, and it was the only scene where I have like a line or two, and I'm focusing. I gotta just fucking deliver. I gotta deliver this line. And Sly's looking up at the ceiling, goes, you'd think when, we're in the future in space, like they would have found a cure for rust. And I'm like, Sly, will you shut the fuck up? I got one line. And he goes, all right. Sorry about this.
Also, when you do something CGI like that, they put dots all over your face so they can track how your face is moving. So when he first saw you, you introduce yourself to him, you've got dots all over your face.
He goes, who are you supposed to be, Pippi Longstocking?
Hey, look at this guy with the dots on his face. They're gonna do something. It looks terrible.
Yeah, they're gonna CGI my face.
Oh, good. They should CGI your face. Yeah, they say the fucking lie.
Well, the joke was on Rob because that line was in the trailer. I saw that movie based on that cool
Sly
line.
Smart.
You were the law.
You were the law.
Yeah.
You said it was a good lie.
Stay tuned for more live show after this exciting commercial break. We get support from Quince.
Have you been wearing the Quince linen shirts?
Yeah, I've been wearing them a suspicious amount. Yeah, European linen ones, they're $34, which is genuinely insane for how nice they are.
It doesn't even make sense.
Well, here's the deal. They work directly with the factories, cut out all the middlemen, so you're paying for the actual quality and not some brand's marketing budget. Everything's 50 to 80% less than comparable stuff. I love it because it's all very classic and traditional, and I know I'm going to be able to keep it for a very long time, and the quality's off the charts.
That's true. The style is very consistent. Whatever you get there, you walk down the street, you're going to look good. They have these lightweight cotton sweaters, which I love for when it cools down at night. It's nice drape around your shoulders in the summer and then throw it on when it gets a little cool. And it's not just clothes. They do home stuff, ding, 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 travel stuff, everyday essentials. It's all the same model, quality without the markup.
Make your summer wardrobe easier. Go to quince.com/Dax for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/Dax for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Dax.
How do you? Oh, sorry, real quick about impressions.
I want to hear you speak more.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, now I'll just continue to talk the whole time. But yeah, first of all,
So pretty in real life, right, guys? Yeah. Yeah.
this show's so interactive.
I heard sell me some broccoli. I heard cool slacks.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
And proclivities.
One thing I like about your impressions, you don't stare directly into people's eyes and do them until they have to look away.
It makes them uncomfortable, and it makes me
does,
lose.
see?
It makes me lose my focus because sometimes they're like,
See, yes.
hey, hello. I forget my lines.
Yeah.
I try to avoid eye contact. when
Yeah,
I do it.
yeah.
And this is how I do it. Zugulan Rob.
I know, I can't.
Ceylon, Monica.
I can't.
I just change out Monica to the hero of every story I tell.
And also, when did you learn you were good at impressions, and how did you learn? You were like,
I'll tell you. This is the honest to God truth, and I don't want sympathy here. I'm not looking for it.
Well, we'll see.
No. My parents, I never had a date as a kid. When
A
I was in
date?
high school, I never went to a Santa switch, never went to a prom, never had a
Santa
date.
switch?
A Santa switch is when the girl asked the guy.
Oh, well,
What is it?
Sadie Hawkins, which is a Jewish thing, you should be using that term.
No.
Santa
no.
switch.
cutting.
That was
Say it's
racist.
a Sadie Hawkins dance.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
It was called
I guess
the
in
Santa
Indiana
switch.
it's called the Santa
It's called the
switch.
Santa switch. No, but so as a kid, so I just used to sit in my room, borrow my parents' VCR, bring it up to my room, and like dub movies and watch them and learn impressions. And I'd watch Saturday Night Live while they went on a date where I babysitted my brother, and they'd come home and go, "Hey, what happened on SNL?" And I was like, Hans and Franz were like, "I'm Hans, this is Franz, together we're here to pump you up." And I would do every character. I'm a church lady, and this is church chat. And I would do like, "You look absolutely marvelous." My daddy always told me, he said, "Fernando, don't be a schnook. It's not how you feel, it's how you look. You look marvelous." And I would do all these characters.
Wow.
This is
yeah,
like
that deserves
this is like a
something.
Bob Murvac mashup.
It is.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a life, and so what I did was my
Thank
life.
God for us.
I know, it worked out.
That's true.
Yeah.
But that was my life, just memorizing like the trailer to Jaws. Like, no creature has survived millions of years of evolution without change, without fear, without logic. It is as though God created the devil and gave him Jaws. See it? Loser! Loser!
Wow.
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 That was good.
Should I remove my pants first, or you want to go first?
Let's do it at
Who's
the
going
same time.
Okay, on 3. So we're back in Indiana. It's 3 days after the Santa switch. What's confusing to me, though, is you're very outgoing, and we were both young for a while in our 20s or early 30s, and we were in Hollywood, and we were single-ish.
Yeah.
And, you know, girls like you quite a bit from my vantage point.
You said something that stuck with me, and I always give you credit. You go, you know, you're like a 6 in looks and a 10 in personality. You're a solid 8. And I think you were talking about yourself.
I was. I give you a 7 in looks.
And a 9 in personality.
And a 9.8 in
But whatever, we were
personality.
8s.
Well, you were above me. I gave you like an 8.4.
Well, that's kind of you. But you said something like, you said I was always like, I'm talkative, I'm fun, girls like me. I couldn't get nailed in wood shop. When I was young, I was doing weird things like this and impressions, and people didn't think it was funny. They're like, "You're weird."
Really?
And it wasn't until I did a play in high school. I did Grease, which everybody does, but I played a funny part, and I remember the popular kid I was walking down and goes, "Hey, you were pretty funny," and that was the moment I realized, as long as I'm someone else, I'll be accepted.
Yeah. It's a good lesson to learn. It's really good. Trying to teach my
I haven't
kids
been
that.
myself since that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, nor should you. Nor should you. So you did do a play in high school.
Yeah.
And then you go on to, which I learned today, which is so funny when I have like old friends on here and I learn stuff. Also, what do you have, 7 or 9 brothers and sisters? You're one of 6 Well, how many are there?
No, my mom had 2 kids when she was 16 and 17.
Okay.
And that didn't go well. And then she married my dad, who was 18 and a hippie, and then she was 23 at that point with a 5 and a 7-year-old or 6-year-old. Married him. We lived
She
in
must be hot as hell.
She
If
was
she
really
landed your-
smoking hot, and now
Okay.
she's 70 and she still thinks she's hot. And I'm like, you're 70. I mean, you could be hot at 70, but I'm just like, you know, she's flirting with younger guys, and it's
Good.
embarrassing.
Good for her.
No.
Yes, yes.
Hang on.
Get it in, Mrs. Rosenbaum.
No,
Get
but
it in.
wait. All right, hang on. I don't want you to turn on me and think I have ageism. Let me just say this. As a child, my mother was very flirtatious in front of other men, and it drove my brother and I up a wall.
Sure.
And we went to my grandma one day as like a 7-year-old and a 13-year-old, and we're like, Mom's flirting. We think she's having an affair with someone else, or many people probably. And my grandmother went to my mother, and she said, Julie, you got to knock it off. You got to knock it off with the flirting, and it affects people. And I think that has something to do with me. It psychologically probably warped me a little bit. That, and she told me that she was going to leave, and some other mother was going to come when I was bad. And she put oatmeal in my hair and mustard and maybe go to school. But she was not as bad as I'm making it sound.
Hold on, you're blowing by a lot of things. So I think I'd like to start first with the oatmeal and the mustard in the hair. Did you have chicken pox?
No.
Was this like an old Indiana way of dealing with chicken pox?
It's what the Jews did in Indiana.
Okay.
That's what we did. No, so look, I think back now, and I don't want to be the kid that goes, I was bad, or I was this, and that's why I deserve certain things. But there was things that people did differently in the 80s, and if they were just, it's not like I got this crap beat out of me all the time, but I got a smack here and there, and like I was bad one morning, my mom was going crazy, and she tried to take a Valium, but it didn't get in her system fast enough.
Okay.
And she just goes, I can't stand it. And she dumped oatmeal in my hair.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
goodness.
I'm like, what am I going to do? You're going to go to school. And Mrs. Camacho in the library class goes, Mr. Rosenbaum, what's in your hair? I'm like, oatmeal. And that was what happened. Then one time it was mustard, and she always laughs about it. If anybody brings it up, she goes, oh my God, it wasn't a big deal. I'm like, yeah, because you didn't have to go to fucking school with mustard and oatmeal in your hair.
So when you see, do you get like triggered from that trauma when you see Brimley go like, Quaker Oats, it's good, it's wholesome, it's American. Do you panic?
You know I love when you do that. Give me a diabetes.
Hello, America, it's me, Wilford Brimley. Get your blood sugar checked regularly. Monitor your diabetes.
Who says diabetes?
Diabetes.
Who does that? Only Wilford Brimley.
You better have diabetes if you're going to call it diabetes. It's kind of like the N-word for diseases. Like, only people with diabetes can say diabetes.
Yeah. Could you imagine, too? I'll be the director, and you could be like Wilford. I go,
America, there is an enemy among us. It goes by the name of blood sugar. Please check your blood sugar level and stay on top of your diabetes.
cut.
Yeah? What is it?
Wilford.
Did I say something wrong?
No, everything you're doing is perfect. You're so on point. It's like
Is this an oatmeal commercial? What commercial are we shooting?
No, that's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Wilford, it's a diabetes commercial.
Nope. Let me ask you something, son. Do you have diabetes? Do you
No,
have
but
diabetes?
I had a grandmother who had diabetes.
Does your pancreas work? Does your insulin come out on time? Because mine doesn't. And it's called diabetes.
Can we just try this? Listen, we probably won't use it. Your word is so much more interesting.
All right.
Can we just try diabetes?
Well, let's go again.
Thank you. And action.
We're under attack, America. This scoundrel goes by the name of diabetes.
Oh, cut.
I did it.
You didn't do it, Wilford.
So, not as good as Rosie's Sly, but you know. Okay. So you find your way, and I learned this today about you, and it shocked me that you spent a good deal of time in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Yeah, Corvette plant.
Yes, did you know that I was there at the same time when I worked for GM? I was always in Bowling Green because that's where the Corvette plant was. There's no doubt you and I saw each other at that Dairy Queen.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's a tiny little town.
Yeah.
And you're doing theater there, yeah?
I started to do. I like how you say theater.
I don't say it correctly. Yeah, theater. For $1 million and a trip home on a private plane, I could not say the word you want me to say. Theater.
How do you say toilet? How do you say toilet?
Welcome to the Majestic Theater.
Welcome to the Majestic Theater.
Yeah, your sound. See, yours
When you
sounds.
sound like that.
Yeah, yours sounds
Now
like
I
high
wanna
class.
go. Okay. So you're in Bowling Green,
Right.
Kentucky, and you're doing whatever thing, acting.
I'm
I
doing
guess we'll just sidestep it. You're
Yeah.
acting. You're good, right? You discover that you have like a talent.
A talent. I had more than a talent. No. I love your accent. I'm not making fun of you.
Okay.
They are, as you can hear. But you know, I have not. There's one thing I haven't lost, which is kind of, and I talked to you about this, is I always am nervous about things. I wake up with anxiety. I was always like trying to fit in. I was always trying. In the theater department are a bunch of snobs. Even in like they're snobs.
In Bowling Green?
Even in the Bowling Green, the theater department at Western Kentucky University was good. And when it was some guy wearing a baseball cap with a Mets jersey, he's not an actor. I remember Dr. Whit Combs, who became my mentor, but he didn't like me at first. And I remember basic techniques of acting. And we went in there and he goes, if there are any of you here for just an elective because it's an easy A, just raise your hand. I won't be upset. And about 6 people go,
The dumbest 6 people in the world.
Yep.
What an obvious trap.
And I was about to, because I was trying to be funny, but I go, for some reason I didn't. That would have been the end of it. He goes, please leave the classroom, find another elective. Yeah, he was a funny character because this guy, he made us watch Macbeth before we were about to perform it, so we had to watch Orson Welles' Macbeth, and I'll never forget this. This guy, John Jordan, and he's probably gonna listen to this. He's just like laughing and making jokes and being a college kid, and I was lucky enough to be sitting next to Dr. Combs, Whit Combs, during this thing, and I just saw him eyeing and his face getting red and more red, and he's getting really upset, and finally, under his breath, he would never shout, he goes, oh, fuck you, John Jordan. And I lost it. And it spread around the whole university, the whole theater department. And everybody, and finally he goes, what is this? I go, oh, I told him the story about when you said, fuck you, John Jordan. He goes, well, he was being an asshole. That was his defense.
But you graduate, you make your way to New York, And once you're in New York, you somehow get your foot in the door over at Music Television. Do I have the story right?
Yeah. I'm doing voiceovers, but I'm not booking anything. I have a voiceover agent. That's a boring story. But I'm sitting outside with this woman, and she's sitting there smoking a cigarette, and I'm smoking a cigarette, and, you know, we're just having a talk, and she's like, "You're really funny." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." She goes, "Do you have an agent?" I go, "Well, I have a voiceover agent." She goes, "Well, I'm an agent upstairs for the same agency that I was with, but I didn't know there was a department for that. I was just doing voiceover." She brings me up. I do this monologue, and I remember like an on-camera commercial. They want to know if I could do stuff. And I remember this thing from college where I was like, "If you like yummy things like peach parfait, come on, live a little. Have a cup of U-Ban for dessert. U-Ban coffee." And I remember this whole thing, and they're laughing, and they're thinking I'm silly. She goes, "I'm sending you out." And then she sends me to MTV for this pilot. They were trying to do a sitcom with Jackson Brown's son and Leslie Bibb.
Okay.
The actress. And it was my first audition for anything, and I just went.
dog trainer.
I methoded it. This guy was a schlub. And I went in there with like a trucker shirt, didn't shower the night before. I had long hair down to here. I had crazy buck teeth, like weird teeth.
Oh, you went and got fake teeth?
Well, they were just like, no, my actual real teeth were fucked up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
They were fucked up at the time. So, and I brought in a bag of chips, and I was reading during the thing, and all of a sudden they go, "You got the part. You're getting $5,000 for this pilot." And
No.
it was one of the best moments of my life.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
didn't even need to get a concussion to experience it.
You know, and it didn't get picked up, but they go, "You know what? We liked you. So we're going to do a Michael Rosenbaum thing." And this was what they tried. Kent Alterman, who's now the president of Comedy Central, they go, "We want to do a show with you. It's called Working Stiff. You go out into the real world and take over someone's job." I was a cat on Broadway. I was an original cat. Like, they didn't let me do anything.
Whoa.
Yeah, okay. I never told
As
this.
part of that show, or just a side gig you had was a cat in Cats?
They convinced Andrew Lloyd Webber's team to put me as an extra in the background for Cats. And I had a serious conversation with them. They go, "If you fuck this up, if you fuck up our show, these theater goers came here to see some theater, and if you do that..."
They want to see Cats act.
But he was serious. "Do not fuck with this. Don't F with Andrew Lloyd Webber." And I was convinced. So they filmed me getting in makeup and my tights, and they taught me. I had a 4-hour dance lesson with the choreographer, and I really learned how to do the cat thing.
Oh,
And I was, "The rum-tum tugger is a curious cat." And I was sitting there, and when they sing Memory, you know that, what is that song?
Memory. No, that different memory?
How does it go? It's not the No, that's Barbra Streisand's version.
Babs.
That's Babs. It was,
Okay.
"Memories of the da-da-da-da-da."
Same exact song I just sang.
And I was, yeah.
It is. Yeah.
And I stood up in that theater, and the cats all, there's a moment where we all rise. And I, shit you not, Dax, because all my theater, experience.
Sure.
I started in the theater. I had tears coming down my face.
You were. But are you wearing like
No,
a
they just
cosplay costume?
They
Like,
have
are you,
makeup on me, so I look like a cat, and I have a wig, but I was
and
like,
you're weeping?
yeah, I was
Where
so
people
emotional.
like, one of the cats is crying.
Well,
One of these cats has some trauma.
I was amazed that I wasn't nominated for a Tony.
You should have been.
But
But
anyway,
you were sobbing because you got infected.
it caught me like, oh my God, this is what my grandma wanted me to do, and this is what this is cool, man. And I'm on stage, and even though it's a shitty like MTV pilot that's never gonna get picked up, I didn't care. I was like, man, I made it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all these people, and I'm like, fuck everyone, including me. Fuck me.
Did you approach them like, so hey, if this show we just taped doesn't pan out, I would like to be one of the cats permanently?
No, I didn't have
You
the
didn't?
voice to sing Broadway.
Oh, so were you lip syncing?
Oh yeah, they said
you
don't.
were.
They said don't sing.
So there was one
They said,
cat.
yeah, they said the mics will pick you up.
I would pay $1 million to see some footage of you lip syncing as a crying cat.
I don't know, dude. It didn't get. You know what? It didn't get picked up. Back then, I was like, darn. But then I thought, if it did get picked up, I would have been like a reality guy, and that's not a bad thing. But I really
Well.
always wanted to be an actor.
Yeah.
So that would have probably took me on a different career. Although someone like yourself,
Yeah.
Right.
who did Punk'd, became
had a
a
chip
great
on my
actor.
shoulder for 8 years.
And by the
about
way,
it, yeah.
I could say this as knowing you for a long time. I'm not saying this because we're here on your show. I'm saying this from my heart. It's like if you watch your performance in Parenthood and some movies, and like, no. Hit and Run, and just you're a fucking actor. My friend Rob, who's in my band, Left on Laurel. We don't have any music out now, but it's coming. It's good too. But he goes, dude, tell Dax when you see him that he's killing me, man. I'm just crying my eyes out. I go, wait, you're watching Parenthood? I mean, he goes, yeah. I go, well, I watched it too, but I wasn't crying like you, biatch. No, I didn't say that. He cried though. He cried. I had some guy once come up to me, and this girl, and goes, oh my God, I heard the greatest things about you. You are like, and what she starts going on, she's like, you're blah, blah, you're so great. She's like, oh my God, it's not you. I swear to God, I go, what?
Is it you that you have this bit, right? I think it's you that has a bit that people will come up to Rosenbaum in the airport and they'll go,
is it where I make
sir, I want to sit in the exit row. No, I want to sit in the, well, we requested, oh my God. What did I see you in? What is it that I saw you in?
Have you seen Saving Private Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not in that. Not in that one.
That's a good bit.
You know, people
I've done that.
Have you now?
Yeah.
People sometimes look at me and they've said this, and I don't find it insulting because I think he's very handsome and I'm honored. I don't see it, but they go, Paul Rudd?
Oh, okay.
Are you Paul? I don't at all
can see
it.
that.
And I'm not
I can
being.
see it.
You could see it?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
he's
on
famous.
that Christian Slater tip. Lately.
You think I look like a Christian Slater?
Yeah, I really am.
Well, I really appreciate that, Dax. It's a really good time here with you tonight. It's an amazing audience. We're obviously here for you, so...
By the way, I don't know if anyone's put this together, but if anyone listens to Michael's podcast, Inside of You, it's really fantastic. And Wobby Wob is his Rob.
That's
You know
right.
that?
Thank you, dude.
We are all here because I did your podcast,
Yeah.
and it was so well run, and I thought, Rosenbaum can't make coffee. Who's doing all this? I'm like, how is this getting done? And you're
Rob.
like, oh, Rob. And I said, can I steal him?
And I said, sure.
Yeah.
And then all
And
of a
here we
sudden you
are.
got 1 million listeners and I got 100.
Well, okay.
No. Yeah, but I'm just saying thank you for that. That's right. But
Yeah.
listen, it's free on iTunes, but I love you. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
That's kind of you.
Well, the script is flipped because we are inside of you, Michael Rosenbaum.
You really are. I didn't know you were going to get this deep.
Your first movie, and I want to bring it up because Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, and prior to Rosenbaum participating in that movie, he had long been a fan of
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood's, well, it's a very specific scene in The Line of Duty. Is that what?
Line-
in the
Line of Fire.
In The Line
Yeah.
of Fire. And could you just walk us through the scene that caught your attention in that?
Yeah, well, there was a scene where Clint Eastwood says,
Well, hold on, he's on a phone call.
he's on the phone with John Malkovich's character, and he says, you have a rendezvous with my asshole, motherfucker. And Malkovich says, no, what you couldn't possibly know, Frank, is that they sent my friend, my comrade in arms to my home to kill me. I never lied to you, Frank, and I never will. And so,
It's as if, like, I have Kobe Bryant here, and occasionally I just make him do a slam
I
dunk. And we're
know.
like, fuck yeah!
It's
I'm like
very
Buddy
impressive.
Hackett.
You always, that line,
Yeah.
you have a rendezvous with my asshole, motherfucker.
you have a rendezvous with my asshole, motherfucker. Yeah.
It always struck you as a little aggressive.
It was
right?
a little aggressive, so it's not the most orthodox thing in the world, but I said,
Well, Clint Eastwood directed Midnight in the whatever.
Clint Eastwood comes on, the first thing he says, which blew me away, he's like, he cast from tape. So I auditioned for it, but I didn't know the name. They're like, are you going to audition for, all I heard was, Midnight Garden. I was like, okay, cool, here are the sides. And I went in and I read, put a little southern accent on it. And then a week later, they go, they would like to see you again for that part. So I walked in and I read it again and I go, well, what do they want? He goes, well, Clint would like to see you do it a little more subtle. And I go, Clint's watching the tapes. He goes, Clint casts from tape. He doesn't audition people. He casts from tape. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Clint wants me. So I did the whole scene, and I went on set when I got it, thank God, and that was a huge moment.
Oh, my God. I can't
And he
imagine.
goes, yeah, dude.
No.
I mean, dreams come fucking true, dude. And he goes, Michael, I just want to say you gave a sensational audition. And if you do what you did in the audition, I'll be very happy. And I was like, oh my God, kill me now. I'll quit this is amazing. So the first day on set, I go, I have to ask you this. In the line of fire, you have a line. You say, you have a rendezvous with my asshole, motherfucker. And I just want to know, was that improvised at all? And he looked at me and took a long beat. He goes, well, I might have added a thing or two, yeah. And he smiled, and that was kind of it. He was the coolest.
Well, it's a very weird threat. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it feels like I'm going to take the brunt of that. Like, you're going to have a rendezvous, whatever that means. Like, kicking, punching, tickling, poking, I don't know.
Yeah.
With the most vulnerable thing on my body, my asshole. And I'm going to facilitate that, and that'll show you. You're going to kick my asshole, touch my asshole, poke at my asshole, and that'll be the end of you. Only he could have said that line.
And
if I
you-
said it in a movie, people are like, whoa, what?
Yeah,
That guy's
try
gonna
it,
fuck
try
you?
It,
Okay.
Try it, go ahead. It's like, hey, what do you want to tell me?
I'll tell you this right now. You have a rendezvous with my asshole, motherfucker.
Let me
It
see if
sounds
I...
so aggressively gay, right? Take two.
Hey, dude, you got something to say to me?
You're damn right I do.
What's that?
You're gonna regret this. I'll tell you why. You're
What?
gonna fuck my asshole tonight.
What if the words weren't even that? What if it's like, you know what, man? You were gonna revisit my a-hole tonight, bitch. Revisit. Rendezvous. Does anybody have a better word?
Run. I know.
And then what
That
you...
feels like the assholes are gonna meet
Yeah. Romantically.
behind a cafe somewhere.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what? Clint Eastwood could have
Clandestine.
said this to clarify it. He goes, hey, remember my asshole, motherfucker? Yeah? Yes, I remember it. What about it, man? Well, you have a rendezvous with it, motherfucker.
How do I dress for a rendezvous?
What's the occasion? You did a movie, and one of my lines you gave me,
We thought that's as far as you could take a line in a movie to say you have a rendezvous with my asshole, motherfucker. It's so aggressive.
Yeah.
So then we said, what if you just added the word lips to that sentence? What happens? And so the first movie I ever made, I gave Rosenbaum this line. Go ahead and hit him with it. It's in Brothers Justice if you want to. I don't even think you can find
I had a southern accent. I was like, you have a rendezvous with my asshole lips, motherfucker. Bradley Cooper, you, me, Nate, everybody. Kettner, Ryan Hansen were in stitches. I couldn't get the line. I was like, you have a rendezvous with my asshole lips, motherfucker.
My asshole lips. Oh.
Stay tuned for more live show after this exciting commercial break.
Okay, so you know you did Midnight, and that's fantastic, and we're proud of you. And then 2001, you really get the biggest break, kind of, right? Which is Smallville.
I was going to say Kicking It Old School. Kicking It Old School is a movie that just, put it this way, Dax was at the premiere, and he was sitting in the row in front of me, and he texted me. He didn't turn around.
No.
He texted me. I looked at my phone and said, this movie's so bad, I can't believe I'm not in it.
So
Yeah.
but you get Smallville.
Smallville.
Yeah, and you start making a living.
Yeah, I had a lot of debt before that, and that was when I first started to, my father, I'm not knocking him, I'm just saying this is the reality. My father was when I was like, Dad, I scored 3 goals. He's like, yeah, but it was a weak goalie. You know, my dad would say shit like that. He was tough on me. But he was like, whenever I said, dude, I'm doing this independent movie, he's like, so it's not a real one? No, it's an independent. What the fuck does that mean? I mean, it's not, tell me when you're doing a major motion picture. That's what I want to know. You know, who's in it? Who's in this independent movie?
Yeah.
You know, that was one of those things. But when I got Smallville, it was the first time I called him and I go, life is going to change. My life's going to change.
Buckle up.
It really did because they told me, hey, you're going to do this show or will you audition for this? And I was like, I don't know. It could be corny. It's like Superman. Like they could do it really wrong. I don't know if this is what I want to do. And they said, listen, they kept coming after me, because I had done other pilots, which make no sense. They're all comedies. Why do you want me to audition for this intense character? And finally they go, look, 700 guys have auditioned for this. So I said to them, to my agent, and I never have balls like this. I go, well, ask them what 700 other guys are doing wrong.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
Because honestly, I want to know what they're doing wrong. And my agent asked them. And they go, well, we want a sense of danger. We want a little charisma. We want some comic timing. And I had 3 pages of dialogue. And I go, danger? I'll be funny right there. And I'm going to be... And that's what I did. And I went in and I had more confidence than I've ever had, which I wonder, why can't I always have that confidence? And I went in and the casting director was like, okay, Michael, sit down. We'll get the cameras going. No, I think I'm going to stand up. She's like,
oh, wow.
She gave me that look like, you'll never work again, you prick. And I go, listen, I feel like I got to stand up. I got to be powerful. This character's powerful. She's like, fine, it's going to take me 10 minutes to relight.
Oh.
And I went outside, and she did it, and I stuck to my guns. And I went in there, and I killed it, and I walked out, and I went home, and my agent goes, the studio would like to meet you for you to read again. And now here comes the biggest balls I've ever had. I go,
You sat down.
I did this. I don't know why I did this. It was out of fear. It was out of fear. And I don't recommend this. This would never happen again. I said, I can't do it again. I'll never be that good. I was so good in that scene. I'll never give them what they want. I can't. And I just, out of fear and pseudo confidence, I said to my agent, tell them to rewind the tape.
Oh, wow.
I know I sound like a dick.
Whoa.
I sound like a dick.
Kind of
I
a
may
dick
sound
move.
like a dick.
You
Kind
sound
of a
like
dick
Lex
move.
Luthor.
But I said,
why.
it was out of fear, and I go, of course, he reiterated it differently. And I swear to God, about a week later, they call and go, okay, you got
That's
it.
what happened?
I never went in for the studio and network.
Yeah, don't ever do that.
No,
if you
we
guys
can't
are
recommend it. Cannot
Terrible.
recommend
I never did that again. I was very
We've heard
lucky.
some bad advice on here.
It was bad advice. It was out of fear, but it worked, and it doesn't always work. I'm just being honest with you. If it sound like, you know.
And then so I met you, I guess, probably around year 4 of that show, maybe?
Yeah.
And you, at the point we met, you were starting to lose your marbles a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. You hated having the shaved head. You hated living in Canada.
Well, now
and
people-
I was meeting you going, what are you talking about? Like you have this house and they're paying you a bunch of money and you're upset.
Yeah.
And you were frustrated.
Well, you're making me sound like a real asshole.
No.
No, I'm kidding. No, it's the truth. You're not lying, and I will explain.
Yeah.
Because I was very grateful. I'm a guy that always hits my mark, always knows my lines, always is on time, never late, doesn't create a fuss. But I didn't realize that when they said you're going to shave your head, it meant every last fucking hair. And I didn't know that if we have a 7 o'clock in the morning call time, I would have to be there at 4:30 in the morning because they had to shave it and then put like 3 different layers of makeup on it. And like, I'm telling you, I was in there for 2.5, 3 hours a day, and then a 14-hour day. And after about 4 seasons of that, 22 episodes a year, 10 months a year, I'm appreciative. I'm happy. I love it. Everything's great. But I was like starting to lose my mind.
And when the show wasn't filming and you wanted to go do like a comedy, you had to wear a fucking wig, which was
a
like
mistake.
preposterous.
Yeah.
Right.
I can tell you the movies too. Sorority Boys.
Yeah.
I did that, and I had a wig, a terrible wig, which I begged
But that
the director.
worked for the thing.
It
You were
worked.
playing a woman.
Right, and then I
Yeah.
did a movie called Bringing Down the House, which if you watch this, you're gonna take a screenshot and go, you look awful. My hair is freaking terrible in that. But I just wanted to do like comedies and stuff. And look, when you're on something, you're very appreciative and you're like, oh my God, I'm finally making a living and I'm paying for my mom's house and my brothers and everybody in my family or anybody that I ever knew. And but eventually you're like a job, you're just like, oh my God, it wears you down. It started to wear me down a
Well,
little
I think
bit.
even more accurately, you get used to everything in life. So however excited you were and appreciative, at some point it just kind of, like, the excitement of it wears off.
Yeah,
And then-
concussion guy. But he's probably, you go to work every day, it's like some days he's like, fuck work, right? We all think it
Well,
like,
he's not going to have to work anymore because
he's going to sue you for
certainly
everything.
getting a 7-figure settlement out of me.
But that show made my career, gave me a career, gave me at least some stability so I could buy a house, get out of debt. I'm forever in debt. I'm friends with the creators. We're trying to find something now. So I'm very blessed.
But I do want to get to one thing that I think you're different now from when I met you in a good way.
Oh, good. Thank you.
And I think that what we talk about on this show quite often is that comparison is the quickest way to hating yourself and feeling less than and all these things. And do you think you at all suffered at that time from comparison?
Give me a little example.
Well, you left the show. And do you think you left the show because you were a victim of that at all?
Honest to God, and I've told this story before, but everybody knows that I had a 6-year contract. And I did the show for 7 years. So I always say, my contract was 6, I did 7, and I returned for the series finale of the show. I didn't leave the show. I gave them more than I actually had to.
Okay, we're in a fight right now. Can
Yeah,
you guys
I'm
feel
getting
it?
No,
so
we're in our
I
third
can
fight.
feel it.
No, but this is the truth. If somebody said you had a 6-year deal and I said, fuck, I can't do it anymore, get me out, and I left after 4, that's different. I went to the very end, always was a professional, loved it. No one knew. I mean, I never put my shit out on set, but I was just like tired. I was ready to move on. So they offered me a 3-year deal to come back.
Yeah.
And the president of the network, and I don't mind saying this, but I remember he sat with me, and I had been on the show for many, many years, and he said, so where are you from? And we started talking about things, and he goes, I just want to tell you this. You know who Julianne Margulies is? What happened to her career after she left ER? This was before then she's making billions on the next show, The
Yeah.
Good Wife.
Yeah, The Good
So I
Wife.
looked at him and I go, I swear to God, again, it was one of those confidence things, but I didn't give a shit. I just go, that's not gonna happen to me. I believe in myself. And when he goes, well, I'm just saying that you're giving, I'm giving you an opportunity. I go, you gave me one and I'm so appreciative of it. And by the way, it was very hard for me to leave, even though I remember that last day. And I went in the makeup chair, and the makeup artist knows you more than your parents, more than your friends. The makeup artist there for 7 years, 10 months a year. They know you she could write a book about me, but she shaved my head for the last time. Then she took off, she took off all my makeup, put a hot towel on me. And we went outside the trailer, and I looked at her, Natalie Costco, who's one of my favorite people in the world. And I go, I couldn't get it was the most, if I could make a moment like that in a movie, like act that good, you'd win an Oscar for this one word. One word, they'd show that clip at an Oscar, and I would have won if it was real.
Rendezvous?
It wasn't rendezvous.
Oh.
I just looked at her and I go, well, yeah. I tried to say, well, I guess this is it, and it didn't even come out. I go, well, this... And then I felt like I had been roofied, I guess, or something. I was like, I just, God, oh my God, why am I? Lost it, and she was bawling, and we hugged each other. And then the next show I called her up. I go, please say you're available. You have to be my makeup artist. You're my mom. Please, please, please. I'll pay you my money, what I'm getting. Please, please do this. And she did, and I got a lot of the crew from Smallville to come over and do that show once I got a new show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, swear to God. Everybody, yeah, it was awesome.
But did you have fear? You didn't have any fear of like, oh man, I'm giving up this source of income?
No, I did. I mean, of course you have fear, but it was a weird thing. It was like I was ready for the next chapter, and I was like, I've done this since I worked at McDonald's back in Newburgh, Indiana. Every time I have a check, I'm like, okay, you could live 1 hour off this paycheck. And then the next job, okay, you could live a week without working. And then you could live 3 weeks without working. I think has everyone done that?
Yeah, yeah.
How
that's
long
pretty
could I
common.
live
Yeah.
on what I have in the bank? So then by Smallville, I was like, okay, you cannot do this job now. You can move on. You can make an attempt at comedy. You can try to go direct a movie. You can do all the things you want. You're still relatively young. You're like, mid to late 30s. And I'm like, now's the time. Just take a chance. You could live for, oh my God, maybe for like at least a couple of years. You have a couple of years that you
Couple
can just,
good
and then,
years.
and Dax is doing well. So if it doesn't go, he's got a private jet. And so I said, fuck it, let's do it, man. My grandma always said I was funny. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And I was kind of naive and whatever, but I never really looked back. I never once said I made a mistake.
It's really admirable because I would be afraid to make that decision, but I'm probably more obsessed and fearful about money than you are, it seems. But what's great is since then, you did stand-up for a year, you directed a movie, you have this podcast, you had a totally different show that was super funny, Imposter. What's great is it's not like you quit that thing and then you were like, I'm gonna do all this stuff, and then you didn't do any of that stuff. You did all that stuff. Like you wanted to be on a half-hour comedy, and you were, and then you wanted to do stand-up, and you did all those things. So I admire that you didn't prioritize safety or money like I probably would have.
Well, look, you're a lot smarter than I am. I really believe that. That's obvious. You're way smarter than both of us. But I was still smart where I thought like, again, I have some money, but I'm like, I have ADD.
Yeah, big time.
I get bored really easily. I'm not comparing myself to Da Vinci. I think it was Da Vinci. I read something, but there was nothing about Da Vinci that resembled me at all. Genius, best artist in history. I'm not comparing myself, but there was one little thing. They would pay him a lot of money to do a painting, and he wouldn't finish it. And he would just go, in his head they said that he had already finished it in his mind. And I was like, that's kind of like me. I'm kind of like Da Vinci, I guess. And now I'm like, no, but I started going, I thought, why do I do that? I get bored, so I'm like, you know what? I always want to do stand-up. I'm petrified. I have some friends that are stand-ups. They're doing it. Why can't I do it? Let's do it. And I just did it, and I was terrified. I was throwing up before sets, and I was nervous, and I was like, I always want to play music, but you don't sing like Adam Lambert. You don't play a guitar like Jimi Hendrix. And I'm like, I finally dawned on me, like it should have dawned on me when I was younger. Like if I had a normal mind, that dude, do you love music? Fuck yeah, I love music. I'm sorry for the amount of F-bombs I've thrown on this show.
It's okay.
I don't normally swear that much. I know, but I think this guy's
We're in the
upset about
heart of Texas.
But,
You're fine.
F-bombs aren't necessary. I'm going to say F for now on.
Yeah.
But I thought, F, man. You know what? I'm going to sing. I'm going to play guitar, and my 5 friends, we're going to sit in my basement, and we're going to suck, and we're going to play music. And a weird thing happened. A beautiful thing happened. We're playing cover songs, and we're terrible. And I'm not being funny. We're awful. We're singing like U2, with or without you. I can't hit that note. Next song. Go to the next song. Yeah, fuck it. F it. And so then my friend Kent, but he's always going, oh, yeah, bro. Everything's like, dude, do you want to go play out? Oh, yeah, bro. Oh, yeah.
He's so enthusiastic, he's almost offended, right?
He's almost
like, hey, Ken, we're going to run over to Taco Bell. You want to go?
Oh, yeah, bro.
Like, why didn't you ask me an hour ago?
Oh. So he goes, bro, I swear to God, if you met Kent, you might see him if you ever come watch us play. It's not that funny. We will play out. We've done it. We went to Germany. We did a little tour. But he goes, why don't we just do our own stuff, bro? And I'm like, but who's going to sing? And then I look at Tom, and he goes, oh, no, F no. And I look at Rob, he's like, nah, no thanks. Carl's just learning how to play bass. He's like, no way, man. And then Kent's like, bro, I'm playing drums, bro. Come on, bro. So I go, fine, I'll sing, thinking nothing's going to happen. So I start writing some songs. And we start to play some of these songs. What are the chords? And I give him the chords, and then we start jamming. And then I'm like, and about a year in, I'm like, I don't know if we're stoned off our asses right now. I don't know if Adam Lambert would love this. But I am liking some of these tunes.
Uh-huh.
And then my buddy, Jason Mans, he goes, hey man, will you open for us at the Troubadour? And I'm like, absolutely not. He goes, why not? I go, I'm scared shitless. I'm not a singer, I'm not a musician. Can't do it. He goes, dude, I heard you can play. And of course Kent's like, oh bro. Oh yeah, bro. It's an opportunity. James Taylor's played there.
James Taylor.
Linda Ronstadt.
Linda Ronstadt. Chris Christopherson.
I'm like, exactly. What? This is why we shouldn't.
Yeah.
And finally they convinced me. And I go, I gotta, you know what? F my dreams. I gotta make their dreams come true. And deep down it was my dream though. It was like I was so scared. And we went on and we played 3 songs, all originals. And I got off stage. And my brother didn't look at me and go, you were awesome, man. You were so good. He goes, I've never seen you that happy. I swear, and I looked at him, and it makes me actually tear up. F you, man.
Yeah, have a good cry.
I just remembered that, and he goes, I just never seen you have so much fun, man. And I get a little emotional. Shut up.
You did it. We did it.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if there's something to learn from watching you over the last 15 years that we've known each other is I have a true admiration for your willingness to just keep trying and trying and trying. And if that interests you, you pursue it. And you don't, you choose passion over safety. And all these things are just really admirable. And I think you're prioritizing the right things. And I tip my hat to you. But before I let you go, I am going to make you...
Wait, go? How long have you been doing this?
3 days. The sun has come up, it's gone down, it's come up, it's gone down.
He's concussed again.
The Mexicans have the Alamo again. A lot of shit has happened. Well, listen, you have one story I want you to tell, and we're going to take you back to Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, chapter 2.
We're going back there again?
We are. Isn't that the film that Keanu Reeves was in?
No.
Oh, shit.
No, Kevin Spacey was in that, and I remember Clint getting really upset with him. He's like, hey, Kevin, I want you to go by the juror. Just pass by the juror on this. He goes, I don't understand what you're saying. Why would I do that? I can't hear you, Clint. He's like, God damn it, I want you to go around the side and just pass the juror. And it got heated. He was like, no, all I'm saying is I don't know why I would do that. I'm sitting at this table right here. And when you're asking me to do this, I can't understand. He's like, God damn it, just get him a seat, put him there. It was just like the weirdest thing. I was like, oh my God, is everything...
Can you imagine if he would have threatened him with a rendezvous with his asshole? I mean, that would have been...
You have a rendezvous with my asshole, Kevin Spacey. Better yet, you have a rendezvous with my asshole lips.
There's so many obvious jokes to make about Kevin Spacey and asshole lips, but I'm not going to do it. So what movie is this from?
Well, I hope you find this funny. I did a movie with Keanu Reeves, and I was a transvestite in Sweet November, another movie that I was in drag in. And I'm playing a transvestite carrying a naked Charlize Theron into a bathroom, which was incredibly difficult for me because she's beautiful and I'm a man, and I happen not to be gay as of now.
Yeah.
And it's a scene where I'm carrying her and she has cancer, and I'm taking her to a bathroom, and Jason Isaacs, great actor, we're in the bathroom.
It's a very heavy scene.
Very heavy scene.
It's emotionally a very weighted scene.
Heavy scene emotionally. Yes, thank you. Sorry.
That's relevant.
Yes, it is relevant because it's an emotional scene. So everybody's quiet. Everybody's real serious. She's crying. I'm serious. I'm not thinking I'm attracted to her at all. No. And Keanu Reeves has these lines where he walks in and he says, Sarah, I know doctors. Fuck! Shit! And he punches a wall. And I go, oh my gosh. And the director comes over, this Irish director who directed Circle of Friends. And he says, Keanu, is everything all right? Yeah, no, it's great. Let's just do another take. Are you sure? Yeah, no, I'm good. All right, rolling camera. And action. Sarah, I know doctors. Fuck! Punches the wall. Cut. Keno, is everything okay? You seem a little tense. And he's like, no, is everything okay? Just breathe, just let it out. He goes, no, I got this. No, I'm good. And rolling, and action. Sarah, I know doctors. Yeah, I think that was the one.
Oh!
Yeah. And I remember looking at Charlize, and we just kind of both went, what the F was the difference on that one? Sarah.
Yeah.
All right. Chris Farley, who you did get to meet through Tom Arnold,
Yeah,
right?
he was my favorite. On that show I talked about, which I'm very blessed because it was the first show that brought me out to Los Angeles. Tom Arnold, who's a friend of ours, dear friend. I'm his son's godfather.
We went to
Jax.
Fleetwood Mac one time, and we got in a fight with a guy in front of us. He threw a 32-ounce beer at me. I ducked, just like the T-shirt thing, and it fucking covered Tom Arnold head to toe in beer. Side note.
Fist fight almost during the landslide brought me down. I was like, and we're like going, hey, shut up, man. What are you arguing? It was a mess.
Yeah, anyways.
So on this show, Kevin and Johnny Farley, Chris Farley's brothers, were on the show, on the Tom Show. And we were on the show every day, and they would just, they're kind of like spitting images of him, of Chris. And I was doing my scene on a Friday night in front of a live studio audience. And by the way, Chris Farley is honestly my idol. Him and Dudley Moore from Arthur. It's like, Oh, so Chris Farley's an idol of mine. I'm doing this part on the Tom Show. I was trying to do everything I could to be funny and be memorable. And I had a few lines in this episode. And I'm saying them to Tom. And all of a sudden, everyone's laughing. And I'm thinking, I'm pretty funny. And now the laughter's too big. And I'm like, that's not for me.
I'm not that funny.
And I look over, and it's Chris Farley, my hero, walking in to the studio. And he's like, all right, how are you? All right, good to see you. How's everybody doing? All right, good to see you. And I'm like, I have got to say something because I have to be memorable. I always feel like I have to make someone remember me.
Sure.
Notice me, like me, accept me, see me, whatever. And I went, hey, everybody, check out the big fat guy. Taking away all the attention from a guy who's trying to get some kind of fame around here. I almost just passed out. And he looks at me and goes, that's it! And he runs up to me, grabs me, puts me over his shoulder, and runs through the studio audience, smacking my ass. And I have a picture, if you go, I have a picture of me and him. I'm in a headlock. It was just a magical night. He was so funny, and he was just like, God damn it, get over here. Who is this guy? I'm like, kick your ass, skinny motherfucker. And we just had a blast, and it was a memorable night.
Well, Michael Rosenbaum, I adore you. You flew to San Antonio. You're spectacular. You're funny. I love you. You're handsome. You're a solid 8.7. And everyone in San Antonio, honestly, we go all around the country. Texas is the shit. I'm not just placating you. We fucking love it here. And we hope you'll have us back. We love you so much. Have a great, great night. Thanks for coming out.
And now my favorite part of the show, the fact check with my soulmate, Monica Padman. A little bit of Monica in my life, little bit of fact check by my side, little bit of armchair's all I need, little bit of bum.
Yay!
Mambo, number 5. And that was from Lisette B.
Thanks, Lisette.
Yeah, Lola's Cherry Cola. Great suggestion.
Great suggestion. You know what I liked? She used a song that already had my name in it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, the
it does
first
say a
line-
little bit of Monica.
Uh-huh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you love that song?
Of course.
99. Let me do some fast math. You were 12 years old?
Sure.
Surely.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you were in 12th grade.
I was in 12th grade and I was 12 years old because I'm a girl genius.
You're a boy girl genius.
I know. There's no girl
I know.
geniuses.
One more layer of the misogyny.
That's right.
Yeah, when I think of a young genius, I go boy genius.
Exactly.
Girl genius.
No such thing, they thought.
Yeah. Which is funny because girls are so much better at school when
That's
they're
right.
young.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But when do you think the boys catch up?
Kind of come online.
Yeah.
It seems to be college.
I think so.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
really
like
do
12th
think
grade,
so.
a couple of the kids are starting to get real good at math.
Yeah.
But other
The-
than that,
The
status quo.
standard boy
Yeah.
probably starts caring in college about learning.
And I don't even know if it's
that.
caring because there were tons of kids that were like knew they were college bound in my high school. They just weren't as good as the gals at like reading and writing and
yeah.
all that stuff. So Michael Rosenbaum,
We had
much anticipated, long awaited, Michael Rosenbaum, who of course has the podcast Inside of You. And Wobby Wob obviously has been producing that show for
That's right.
2-3 years now, Wobby Wob?
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years.
2 years. Guys, check out that podcast if you
Yeah.
haven't.
Yeah, it's real good. And Wobby Wob talks a lot on that one, which really entertains me because he and Rosenbaum have a very funny relationship.
Yeah, well, I noticed it in real life.
Yeah, Wobby Wob's kind of his boss.
Wobby Wob is mean to
Yes, he's
to
mean to
Rosenbaum.
Rosenbaum. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Rosenbaum is dismissive of him, so it makes for a really funny.
It's contentious.
Yeah, but they're both in on it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch. Would you agree with that assessment, Wobby Wob?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. I was kind of startled by some of the phrasing Wobby Wob had to Rosenbaum. I was
Sure,
like,
sure.
it's like, this is a guest of ours.
Well,
be careful.
I think his relationship, he decided, superseded all.
Yes, it's
him
like
being
if
a guest.
I produced another podcast and then you came on,
I would be a brat.
and I would not treat you well.
No, you wouldn't treat me well, and I'd be a brat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be on my best behave.
Speaking of that, we got to work together this week.
Oh, we did. Yeah, Monica has a very funny role on Bless This Mess.
It was so fun.
starting on ABC April 16th.
Check it out. Really check it out. It's so funny.
It really is. You know, there were some lines in there. I mean, the whole last time you come up to me. It's a great role for Monica because she just bosses me around the whole time.
Yeah, it's really why I
Secured.
procured that role.
But,
yeah, it was
but we
fun.
had a great day. That was Tuesday.
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 Yeah.
And we're all outdoors all day long.
Yeah.
At a farmer's market.
Yeah, my favorite place. I love farmers markets.
Well, there was all this set dressing that was just props, you know, and you wanted to buy all the stuff in real life. You kind of were making a little laundry list in your head.
There
of-
was some good-looking granola, some microgreens that were really healthy and green,
some
and
really
sparkling.
nice artisan soap.
Yeah, but you know they were props, but a bunch of those vendors were real.
They were real vendors.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder how that panned out for them.
I was wondering what is the
Yeah.
point of this, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, you know, their signage was, I don't know. Was there signage clear in the
Prominent?
background?
I don't know.
I don't know how any of these backroom deals work.
Me either.
But anyways,
Anyhow.
we had a party.
It was fun.
Yeah.
This live show, as now everyone has heard, we opened up with a t-shirt cannon, t-shirt
Yes.
gun.
First time ever.
Yeah. Thank you, Ryan Hansen, for that idea.
Yep, great idea. Thank you, Wobby Wob, for executing. It's all
Yes.
stickered up beautifully. It
Yeah.
says Armchair Expert. It's a very nice
gorgeous.
weapon. Mm-hmm. And you shot it first.
Yeah, I came out. I gave the
Roll.
inaugural shot.
Yes.
Shot heard around the world, perhaps.
Yes, you lobbed the first volley, as they'd say in warfare, and as we in warfare would say. And, and you did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you launched it right where you'd want it to go. Mm-hmm. And then I got out there and I got carried away.
Excited.
I got carried away. I shot it once normally, and that
Yeah.
didn't feel eventful enough.
No.
So then I started doing some tricks, some stunts, and I did a barrel roll,
Yeah.
came up, shot. That went okay. That was the second shot, and that was
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Some applause, some cheering.
Sure.
That only fueled my.
Oh, God. He
you
got
know,
really.
I lost control. I lost my head.
Yeah.
So then I got behind a couch, and then I sprung up from behind the couch and rocketed a T-shirt, and I shot it right into the second row.
Right into someone's eye.
Oh my God. My real-time embarrassment. And so public.
Yeah. You didn't seem it.
Oh, you know, I was laughing uncontrollably. You know, that's what I do when I'm embarrassed.
That's true. Yeah. But I just thought you were laughing because it was funny. Everyone was laughing.
It was funny in that it was such a big error.
Right.
What was funny about it is what a bad job I did. You know,
I guess
beamed
so,
someone
yeah.
in the front row. That's not where you shoot the T-shirt
No,
can
it's
in the
not.
front row.
It's not. I bet you probably thought I would do something like that on accident.
I didn't.
Yeah, you
No,
did.
you're very safe. I wouldn't have suggested you take the inaugural shot if I didn't have total confidence in you.
Well, I'm just saying, if you were to guess who would have, out of the two of us, shot something into the second row, it probably would have been me.
Well, sure. Safe money's on that until
Yeah.
you factor in my showmanship
Yeah.
and my need to please.
Yeah.
And then you'd start thinking, well, he might start doing a bunch of tricks he's not
Capable of.
rehearsed, practiced, or trained for.
Yeah.
Anywho, we dodged a bullet because the person wasn't injured.
Because the person literally dodged the bullet. He
Ducked.
moved, and then
Yeah.
some girl in the back got his a ricochet.
Yeah, I guess, and we never checked in with her.
I think she had passed.
Okay, I sure hope not. I would never want anyone to pass.
Well,
You know,
except of laughter.
do you know who Gigi Allen is?
You know, I know that name.
Gigi Allen was this 90s punk rocker.
Okay.
In fact, Todd Phillips' first thing was a documentary he made about Gigi Allen.
Cool.
He was vile. He was the most vile man alive,
Okay.
probably. And, he was in and out of prison. And then on his last tour, it was announced he was going to kill himself on stage and take someone from the audience with him.
No.
Yes.
What?
And people went. The shows were sold
my
out.
God.
Isn't that bonkers? I mean,
my
luckily he OD'd mid-tour
Oh,
and
he
died.
did.
Yeah. So he never got to realize his dream.
Wow, you don't hear that statement very often. Luckily,
Luckily.
he OD'd and died. Wow, he was gonna
Kill himself.
and somebody else.
yes.
What?
That was the professed plan.
This is the type of thing
You can't
I can't stand people who need so much attention that they're gonna kill themselves on stage.
or
This is-
leap out from a couch with a high-powered T-shirt cannon and beam
Yeah, I
someone in
can't
the second.
stand those people. Ugh.
So anyways, I do wonder if we did promote our live shows by saying a couple people will get shot in the face with a T-shirt cannon, if people would still attend. Because you're just you're playing the numbers game at that point. You go, okay, let's see. The second row has 50 people in it. He might miss. He might get the first row. There's 50. And then the third row's got 50. So my odds are 1 in 150 that I'll get hit. Some people might like those odds.
They might. I think you learned your lesson.
I did. Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I will not repeat that.
No. Okay, Rosie. So
We had a blast of a time down in
so
San
much
Antonio.
fun.
We had done a show just before that at
Dad 2.0.
Dad 2.0, and then we ran over, and about an hour later, we interviewed Rosenbaum. But here was our concern with Rosenbaum. Let's out him a little bit. Rosenbaum's one of the last great entertainers on the planet. And so the entire trip down there, he put on a performance on the airplane
Right.
that would have rivaled like an hour and a half comedy set.
Yeah, he was very on
He was
from the get-go.
super on. He did. I think he laser beamed in on you.
He
You're a
wasn't
pretty girl on the plane, and I think he wanted to win you over.
No, I just was the
And
only person
and
he didn't know
succeeded.
there.
Okay, well, it could be that.
Yeah.
Could be your hotness. And he gave you the full platinum package, and you loved it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Not even half it yet. You were howling with laughter.
I was not howling.
You were howling with
Rob,
laughter.
was I?
Rob.
But really be honest.
In between howling and
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, great.
I was just
I respect
laughing.
his objective outside.
me too. This is why we need
Although, do you think his impression is colored by the fact that he's Rosenbaum's boss?
And
No.
I've heard all those stories
Yes, but then,
1,500
but
times.
then he would have even more so been like, God, Monica is laughing.
Oh, that's a good
Like,
point. Like
she is
she's
laughing
fueling
so
this.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No.
a good point.
So I'm right.
At any rate, here was my concern. I'm like, first of all, he was so entertaining on the airplane. It was incredible.
Yeah.
But I was getting nervous. I'm like, he can't sustain this pace.
Right.
He's going to be dead by 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
But as luck would have it, we got him a hotel room, and he napped while we
Yeah.
did the other show.
Yeah, like a little baby.
Yeah, little baby boy. He went and took a nap, and I believe he even showered after.
Yeah.
He really came out as a whole. He started his day a second time.
Yep.
And then he really delivered in the live show.
But then we had like about an hour before we had to go on, and
I kept urging him to pace himself.
it was happening again during that hour. It was starting to ramp up again right before we went out.
Oh, he's a consummate entertainer. I really respect
What
it.
about his voices?
Oh,
Impressions,
yeah.
I mean. That was crazy.
He does 50 or so, huh?
50 plus, I
50
would
plus.
say. He did like 10 just in our hour.
Right. And he had done 20 on the airplane.
And he did a very scary one. I think we already talked about this, but he did a very scary one after
Well, he
the
basically
show.
just told the plot of a
Scary
famous
movie.
horror movie.
Yeah, but he did all the voices and he
Yeah.
got really into it. And then I was scared for days.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, boy.
You are really susceptible to horror films.
I know. We watched a scary show yesterday.
The OA season 2.
Yes, episode 1. And there was a huge pop out. Well, I don't want to give anything away.
No,
but
you won't. But
there
just
is
there
a
is-
huge pop out.
There's a big pop
Oh,
out.
my God.
And you go, I didn't like that.
I said, I hated that.
I hated that.
Yeah, but that was about 7 or 8 minutes after I regained my composure. I was scared for all those 8 minutes.
Oh, you were. Oh, wow. And when you're feeling that way, do you want the experience to end, or are you like enjoying?
No, I want it to end quickly.
Oh, you do?
Of course, it's not a good feeling. No,
Well, people like feeling scared.
for I think people like that feeling of
The
pop,
pop
out,
out.
but no one likes a residual sense of like doom and that I'll die.
Right.
You know?
No one likes that. Not when they get
I don't
home.
think, unless that guy Gigi Allen,
I bet he loved it.
he probably liked it.
Yeah. Although it's interesting because if you know you're about to kill yourself, you know who's going to kill you. You. You
That's
know?
true.
So can you really be afraid of yourself?
I know.
It's
I don't
complicated.
know. That's
Thank
so
God we lost him to an
complicated.
OD.
Thank God. But this is like something I shouldn't say
Oh, good.
as a woman, probably.
Okay, these are generally your best comments.
But I wonder if I'd be so scared if I was not single. I probably
Oh.
wouldn't. I think I'd be less scared if I was if I had a partner.
How is that anti-feminist?
You
There's
know, because
nothing
it's like
wrong
you
with that.
need a boy, or I guess not a boy. You just need a partner to like
Two
be.
on one's better than one on one. Also, you're
Yeah.
4'11".
I'm 5 feet tall. Ugh. Anyway,
Anywho, no, there's nothing. There's like to try to embroil this in some kind of political
somebody
thing.
will,
the,
you
the, the
know?
notion that if you were laying in bed next to me, who's 6'3"
Mm-hmm.
and 200 pounds, you'd be a fucking dum-dum not to feel safer. So if you think being feminist is being a dumbass,
well, hey,
Then-
okay. Well, our language is getting a little.
I'm just saying it's preposterous. Of course you'd
Intense.
feel safer laying next to a
Yeah.
large
Safety in
fighting
numbers,
machine.
that's a real thing.
Well, and just a bona fide, fighting
Okay,
machine.
that's not
you know?
where this is heading.
If my
but-
training took over on a pop out, woof,
Well,
oof.
also, no,
Malone.
I don't want. It doesn't need to be a large 6'3" person. I think
Of
even
course it doesn't, but I'm only saying that would you feel safer with a 6'3" dude next to you in bed? Of course.
yeah,
I'm using myself as an
would.
example.
I would.
Okay, good. We got through that.
But I don't even mean in bed. I mean like in life. Even if I'm by myself, I wonder if I'm at a movie, if I'm at a horror movie by myself or with a friend,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a big pop out, and then it lasts for 8 minutes or something in
Sure.
my body. I wonder if that would not be the case if I just knew, if I just had some mental safety that I'm not by myself.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
wonder.
the answer to that would be, did you feel safer when you were at your childhood home and you knew your dad was around all the time?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to get him to move out here.
He has a lot going
I
on.
would love him to move out here and do a little political
Commentary?
commentary on here, like once a
Oh,
month,
he's
just
our-
to keep us abreast of all the numbers out there.
Yeah, sure. I'll run that by him.
Okay.
Okay. So Rosenbaum went to an adult summer camp.
Mm-hmm.
And that camp is called Camp No Counselors, but it since went bankrupt
Oh no.
and lost $100,000.
Uh-oh.
So
Uh-oh.
I'm a little sad that this episode didn't come out before that happened because we might have been able to save it.
To save it. Well, maybe the folks who put that together will launch a new version of
I
it.
hope. It
a little more
sounds-
fiscally responsible this go around. Maybe they learned some hard lessons.
It's so adult of them to
Yeah, it's almost like if your whole objective is to behave like a teenager as an
But
adult.
as an adult,
And you're running
exactly.
a business, you kind of got to do it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, this makes me think of something you might cut out. But
What?
I did a movie with someone who was playing, on the verge of mentally challenged.
Okay.
And they were a method actor. And I did worry that he was going to accidentally purposely set his apartment on fire making macaroni and cheese or something because he was so method and in character, or just destroy his finances during that month.
Oh no.
Because clearly he still had to pay bills and stuff, but he was so method. I'm like, did he write a check for $1 million to the gas company?
Oh my God. Do you think he did go home and remain in that character? No. He just probably got
no,
in
I think
and
he did.
stayed
I
on
think,
set.
I think he did.
You think he stayed in that character that
in his
whole
apartment? Yeah, I
No.
think he sat in there and yeah, I kind of do.
Really?
He's an incredible actor.
He is
very
incredible.
Serious. Mm-hmm. Before I forget, we edited it out, so it's no longer still out there. But in the Chris D'Elia episode, I wrongly, and this is really important.
Yeah.
I think I could get sued for this. I wrongly said the actress who plays Lois Lane was in Nexium, but she was not.
It was a different actress.
Hit me, Wob.
Yeah, it was Allison Mack was the real one.
Okay.
I just go straight into the gal who played Lois Lane, and
But you didn't say a name then. You just said the girl who plays Lois Lane. Which,
right,
but it's wrong.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
totally wrong. And I would hate for her to,
So what does
Yeah,
she play?
She plays Chloe Sullivan.
She played Chloe Sullivan on Smallville.
Smallville, yeah.
Oh, this is all coming full circle because, of course,
course.
Rosenbaum was one of the
Yeah.
co-leads of Smallville.
Yes, he was.
Okay, so I very much apologize to the real Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Erica Durance.
Erica Durant.
So you did not join Nexium that we know of.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
We
Nor
don't
were
know.
you arrested.
No, you weren't arrested.
No.
But
Okay.
you could be in Nexium. We don't know.
Yeah. Oh, another thing. There was another thing. Oh, so a lot of people are going, no, Rallies is
I know.
Checkers. But let me just say this. I'm going to say this. I concede that currently today they are.
Okay.
But I am telling you 1,000% they were different restaurants in the 90s when I first started going to Checkers in Georgia, because Checkers sold chili dogs. Rallies did not sell
but
chili
just because
dogs.
they sell different things doesn't mean
It
that
means they're a different restaurant.
It still could be owned by this. It still could be
that's
the
fine.
same
Parent company?
Yeah.
That's like those saying Taco Bell and Arby's are the same restaurant.
But
no, they might be both owned by Pepsi, but they're different restaurants.
It could also be though that some of them have some things on the menu that others don't have.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I'm just saying Checkers was a different restaurant. They had
Okay.
chili dogs. They had all this stuff that Rallies didn't have.
Okay.
So, but now I think they're the same restaurant.
So do you think Honor Bar and Houston's are the same restaurant? I'm asking because they have different names,
Mm-hmm.
but an Honor Bar has a truncated menu,
That has the same menu
but it has
items.
the same items.
Yeah. Well, that again, I know too much about how they make the sausage, which is I know that they can't call more than 6 Houstons a Houston's
Mm-hmm.
or however, whatever the number is in California where you have to start printing the calories on the menu.
Uh-huh.
So I'm inclined to say it's a little bit different of a category because I think a lot of those, what were Houston's, got different names now.
Okay, but I'm just asking, do you think
No,
those
I
are
think
the same
Checkers
thing?
was its own restaurant, and I think they merged, and now they're the same.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thought on it.
Do you think Honor Bar and Houston's are the same thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I do.
Okay.
Well, go ahead.
Checkers acquired Rallies in 1999.
Okay, so they were separate restaurants
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I was eating it, they weren't probably.
in 99
Well,
when you were 12 years old. So they were different, and now they're the same.
yes.
Yeah,
Great.
we solved it.
Okay. So just to clarify, you don't own a private jet.
I do not own a private jet.
You do not own a private jet. No. But you
Nor
do.
have I ever rented a private jet to travel anywhere.
But you've flown on them.
I have flown on private jets.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we did fly on a private jet to this
We absolutely did.
show.
We did. And the door became stuck,
Yes.
which we talked
and
about
we
on
knocked
here.
it down. It was kicked down.
It was kicked
and
down.
it was exciting.
It was a very macho.
It was a macho
display,
move.
yeah. I've always fantasized about kicking a door down.
But you know why I liked it? It wasn't like macho, like he was so angry and then he kicked the door down. It was like very
methodical.
Yeah, it felt very karate.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
And
skilled.
Very skilled, yes.
Uh-huh.
And he had a clear mind when he was doing it. He didn't feel like he was angry.
Big shout out to Jay McGraw.
Yeah, that's Jay McGraw, yeah.
He was calm.
Cool and collected.
Ice in his veins. And
Yeah.
he just dropped that door.
Yeah, it was nice. But if he had been like, oh, I'm so mad, and then he just slammed the door, I would not have liked that.
Right. I was, of course, so jealous I didn't get to kick it down. But of course I can't kick it down. It's not my plane.
I know.
But I wanted to
I
so
know.
bad. I wanted to impress
Well, you were
the crowd.
competing
I
with
probably would have yelled
Rosenbaum.
like, hi-ya! I probably would have gotten, I would have done something that would have triggered
I'm
you.
glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, like toxic masculinity.
Or it would have been cultural appropriation if you screamed "Hiya."
Oh, that's right. That's a great point. Yeah. Cultural appropriation for yelling "Hiya" as you kick a door down.
Oh man. Okay, so he grew up in Newburgh, Indiana. He said it had 2,000 people. He said Evansville, that's close by, was ranked number 1 in obesity and was the most depressed city about 5 years ago. So Newburgh, the population of Newburgh is 3,237.
Mm-hmm.
In 2011, Evansville was voted the fattest city in America.
Oh, congratulations.
Also, though, I mean, I feel like a lot of people make this claim. This is like all these claims that everyone makes. That's like my city, my college is the biggest party school. My city is the fattest city. It's like, I think every city and every school has that. Like,
I've said it. Yeah, I remember when Houston, again, probably not even true, but Houston took over Detroit for fattest city.
Right.
And I remember feeling some loss over that, like some sadness.
Yeah. In 2014, half of Evansville residents said they were suffering, one of the highest proportions nationwide. Like most,
that's a sad word to say.
Suffering,
Yeah.
yeah. Like most metro areas faring poorly on the well-being index, Evansville residents earned less than the average American. Residents' unhealthy habits contributed to their low well-being. Residents in only 2 other cities were less likely to engage in behaviors leading to good physical health.
Yeah, these things are so related. If you're miserable, you eat to alleviate the suffering.
But it cycles back around.
Then it makes you more
miserable.
unhappy and miserable, and then you eat more. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the population of Jewish people in Indiana?
10.
No. 25,245. That's 0.4%.
0.4%.
Yeah.
Okay, so not a huge
Jewish
population. Probably not going to get a great bagel in Indiana. That's my guess.
Probably not. Okay, so he said that the Tom Arnold show was ranked like the worst show in history.
Okay.
And I looked up some lists, and it wasn't on any of the lists that are worst shows. So
yeah,
who knows? But it's all subjective, you know.
It certainly is. I wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I think he meant literally ranked. He wasn't saying it was the worst show. He was saying it was ranked.
He was just stating a fact.
Yeah. I didn't like reading those lists.
No. Yeah, it's not for me.
No.
Celebrating people's misfires.
Yeah.
Schadenfreude.
Failures. But they're not even failures. That's the thing.
I know they got a show on TV.
Yeah,
that's hard.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a big accomplishment.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of dudes that were delighted Chips didn't do well.
Why?
Because that's the kind of thing people like. That's why these lists exist, or the Razzies, or people like to celebrate people's failures. Geely, like people love to talk about Geely. Like
Yeah.
it's a punchline, and,
Yeah.
and they enjoy saying it. And then,
Yep.
of course, your boyfriend has to even embrace that, make fun of it himself when he goes
Yeah.
on things.
Yeah.
Like people really like it, which
I know, because I think it makes people feel better about their failures.
Well, that would be a positive thing, yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's good, but I think that's what's happening.
My more cynical take on it is people who are afraid to try to pursue their thing love relishing in people's failures because it confirms why they're not trying.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm sure that's part of it, but I don't think this is good. But I think people like hearing about other people's missteps because it makes, especially people quote above them in some status way.
It's humbling.
Yeah, and it makes them feel like that everyone makes mistakes or everyone fucks up. But I do think that's part of it. Just like, I think we've talked about this on here, how some people like only know how to speak in complaints or negativity. Like if they come in and you say, "How was your day?" It's always something negative or a complaint. And I don't think they're doing that. Well, first of all, I think it becomes a habit. But secondly, I think they think subconsciously that is the way to connect. Like that's the thing we all share is the bad stuff. So
yeah, that's true.
Why would you want to hear the good thing that happened?
Yes.
But it's not true. Everyone wants, like, the complaining is miserable to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm responding most specifically to direct tweets I've gotten from guys that are like, what a fucking bomb, right? And then I like look at their page and they've clearly been unemployed for like 6 years and they're living in their mom's basement. And then I think, that's interesting.
But it is the same
That'd be
thing
like
I'm
if I
saying.
saw one of the rockets fail for SpaceX and then I found the scientist who had like a failed rocket before it went to space and being like, what a loser, your fucking rocket blew up on
Yeah, well, we just don't know people's story, but no one's in a position to say that about anybody, so no.
Right.
But I that is what I'm saying is they like that something went wrong for you because a ton of things have gone wrong for them.
Yeah, I like that way of looking at it.
I mean, I still think it's bad. I don't think people should do that. I think the more negativity you put out, the more you get, so it's not helping you to do that.
Right.
Anywho, okay, you said Sadie Hawkins is a Jewish thing.
Yeah, it's a dance where the girl asks the boy.
Yeah, it's not Jewish.
It's not?
No.
Well,
why do you think that?
Well, because Sadie is Yiddish or Hebrew for princess.
Oh, it's also
and
just
it's where
a
the
name.
princess asks the... No, Sadie is a Jewish name.
Okay, it's not a Jewish thing.
Okay.
Sadie Hawkins Day is an American folk event and pseudo-holiday originated by Al Capp's classic hillbilly comic strip, Lil Abner. The inspired real-world Sadie Hawkins events, the premise of which is that women ask men for a date or dancing.
Great.
But just like Rachel is a Jewish name, Rachel's also not a Jewish name too, because lots of people are named Rachel that aren't Jewish.
Yes. Yep.
One story that we didn't talk about, but that we definitely should have talked about is that when you guys met, Kristen was interested in Rosenbaum.
Well, yes, kind of. Mm-hmm. They talked about it at length when he interviewed her on
His
Inside of You.
podcast.
So for years when they were both on the CW, they would see each other at these different events you have to attend.
Uh-huh.
And they would always flirt with each other.
Yeah.
But she wasn't pursuing him until she and I broke up. Then she called him.
Right.
Yeah.
But you were with Rosenbaum at that hockey game.
Where we first connected.
And so when she saw you guys before she knew you, she was like, oh, Rosenbaum's here.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay, so you mentioned James Lipton.
Uh-huh.
James Lipton is the dean of the Actors Studio, and he hosts the show Inside the Actors Studio where he interviews actors, and it's really serious, and it's very actory. And there's this like famous questionnaire at the end that he does.
By a French guy. Mamosu poo poo. He says it.
He says it every time. I used to
Poost.
love that show.
Me too.
I used to VHS tape all of the episodes. It's on Bravo. I think is it still on? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I too loved it a lot. And I can see where if you're not an actor, it's the most pretentious thing in the world.
I know, but I actually was introduced to it by a not actor person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The questionnaire at the end is probably the best part.
It's great. No,
Do you
the
remember
whole
Sean
thing.
Penn's most famous
I don't remember.
answer?
What did he say? I don't
this
remember.
was dicey because Robin Wright Penn was in the audience too.
Oh, no.
And one of those questions, the people post questions
Yeah.
is, if God exists, what do you
What would
say
you say at the pearly
gates?
Yeah.
What do you hope he says?
Yeah.
And Sean Penn's answer was, here's an 8-ball, 2 hookers are inside.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And they cut to Robin Wright Penn in the as I recall. I mean, that was definitely his answer. Maybe
Wow.
I've imagined that she was that, but I'm pretty certain she was in the audience.
Oh, my
It
gosh.
was just one of those things where, like, as a young guy, I was like, yeah, and then I was like, oh no, that's kind of probably a bummer.
That's so funny.
That what you want your husband to say he hopes
That's a funny
heaven is.
answer.
It's a great answer,
But he's not like funny, so it probably was just real.
Yeah, maybe. If nothing else, it was dead honest.
Guys, people should watch that show. It's so
He's trying to bring it back.
good. Yeah, and I remember a couple times in high school theater, like obviously our teacher didn't want to like plan the day. We'd watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it so much. A couple times boys have cried on that show.
Sure.
And I just watch it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know Bradley Cooper's whole thing with it, right?
He cried on it. He's one of them.
As a guest.
Yeah, as a guest.
Yes,
and
but also he went to that school and he
Yes.
always asked a question.
Oh.
There's all this footage of him asking famous
my
people
gosh.
questions.
That's
and one
really
of them, I
cute.
believe, was De Niro came in and Cooper got a question in
Uh-huh.
across the bow.
Wow.
How special that then they did Silver Linings Playbook together and became
Yeah,
peers.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's really
I think
sweet.
that's maybe. I mean, he cried I think kind of a lot on that show
Okay.
because of that. I'm sure just the
the
full
whole
circle.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's a very unique thing to experience. Like if somehow my elementary school hosted some kind of show that I could go on,
I know.
I'm sure I would ball
I used
if
to
I was
dream
there.
about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
going back to your elementary school is like a big thing.
Well, like going back to something, and yeah, it's so gross.
No, I think it's really normal.
I know, but
people
it's
kind of have
pretty
that
gross.
fantasy about like their 10-year reunion or
yeah,
whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think people even like rent fancy cars and stuff.
Oh
for
my
their 10 Yeah, it's
Oh, it's so
It's so sad for all of us,
It
yeah.
is. We're so sad.
yeah. I feel bad for us.
I do too. Okay, so you said you don't think you can find Brothers Justice, but you can. It's on iTunes.
It is?
Yeah, you can buy it.
Oh.
You can buy it or probably rent it.
I wonder who gets paid for that because I don't think it's us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Even though I owned that movie 100%.
Really?
look into that,
Yeah,
yeah.
you should look into it. I own it.
You own it? Mm-hmm. You bought it in a bankruptcy
raffle?
a bankruptcy auction?
Yeah, Chapter
assholes.
11 auction.
Well, that happened with Hit and Run. Hit and Run's part of a Chapter 11 thing.
It is?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Open Road distributed Hit and Run,
Uh-huh.
and they filed bankruptcy. And somehow that movie is like on a auction docket.
What?
But I don't
Oh,
know what
crazy.
happened. Yeah.
No, I just own it on iTunes.
Oh, you own it that way.
Yeah. It's a really good movie.
I love you so much.
It really is. It's really worth buying and watching it. It's so funny.
I don't know if it's a good movie, but I will say I was 100% committed.
It's a good movie. It's really, really funny.
I mean, I went to real life places and did karate demonstrations, and I don't know how to do karate.
Yeah. Oh. And did you say hiya?
Boy, I don't think I did.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I wasn't culturally appropriating.
Good.
I did other dicey things, but not hiya.
There's a lot of really good lines to pull, which we talk about that. We talk about some of the one specific line
Asshole
with
lips.
Rosie. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you have a rendezvous with my asshole lips,
Yes.
motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay. And Is it Da Vinci who wouldn't finish paintings because he said he already finished it in his mind? I mean, I didn't see anything that, specifically that quote, but he was notorious for never completing his work.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. His wide range of interests often distracted him, and his perfectionism discouraged him from declaring a painting officially finished. Often accused of being a helpless procrastinator, the problem wasn't that Da Vinci wouldn't start work. It was that he was constantly starting work and neglecting to finish the ones he had already begun. Yeah, so.
I think that's a highly relatable characteristic.
Yeah.
It's really fun to start things because you're enthusiastic about them, and then
Yes.
as they wear on.
Yeah, it gets hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's all.
That was all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so T-shirt cannon, Rosenbaum was spectacular.
Yeah.
He really entertained the hell out of that audience, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
did. There's one part that we had to cut because it doesn't, it's visual. But he tried to do a thing where he stood up and he had me stand up and he was recreating something from his childhood. But he told me to do something and I did that, but it wasn't good direction.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
It didn't work out, and it was a big disaster.
It was a disaster, which was actually really funny
It was
because he was
funny.
just crushing, and then he had a little speed bump with this thing he acted out.
Yeah.
And then he had to climb back up the mountain, which he did.
Right.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Live, the High Wire Act of Live. Mm-hmm. Well, if you enjoyed this and you want to come see us, we're going to be in a lot of cities coming up.
That's right. Denver,
Santa Fe,
Fe,
San Francisco.
and that's all we've announced.
All right.
Great.
I love you.
Love you.